started my education way back in 2007 in a universal primary education setup.
Agaba is the sixth in birth. Agaba is a good boy.
Yagawo go ndi kusema ruhanga abo kuba ruhanga kamumpereza nkekirabo akakura aryo mwana murungi aryo mwana muhurizi kandi arakora je mu class.
Really, Agaba is one of my boys who really loves learning. Agaba generally is a hard-working boy. He's one of my children who have never given me headache. He's good at reading. He's social in the home.
But the education that I was going through was not that much better. I went on with the same education from primary 1 until I got to primary 6, because ever since I started education, that is primary 1, I dreamt of becoming an engineer. When I got to primary 6, there was a need of changing school because education was not good.
But when he learned that I'm going to take her sister to another good school, he decided and said, Father, I'm also going there. I'm just a peasant. Only I pastor a church. And my income is only growing maize and some few animals.
But of course, for you to achieve more, you have to input more.
And seeing that all my children, I try my level best to, at least, they have basic education.
Because there was a need to get quality education, we changed from the government school that previously we got education from, then we went to Excel Primary School, where I got education up to primary 7.
Agaba also volunteered and went for interview. He did not pass the interview. When the director of the school said, if I'm to take you, I have to demote you back to primary 4. Just imagine a boy that was in primary 6. But because he loved studying and he wanted the best, he decided to also go into that private school and demoted to primary 4.
So getting to primary 7, we wait for the results. Of course, I did not expect it, but of course from the inside, I knew that I was able to make it.
I was not expecting that Agaba would perform like that. When the results come, Agaba's score is 4.
The moment that I was announced, when I was called upon by the headmaster of the school to move with my father to the platform to show them how I made it, is one of the best.
I was happy inside, but again, inside the shop, where do I take him now? The boy qualifies, now worried of my income.
We get a school, one, we continue to the other.
We scouted everywhere.
Of course, in the search to get the best.
I was telling him frankly that Agaba, you know my income. Really, I cannot manage expensive schools. But he would always encourage me to say, there are possibilities that you can get bursaries, scholarships.
It was one time when we had already traveled to Mbarara to look for a school, because in Western Uganda, Mbarara has almost the best schools.
So in that state, that's when I got the news.
I got the news that actually don't search for a school anymore. You have been given a scholarship.
That the Nairo Breweries has offered a scholarship.
Having put nothing but only on merit.
I couldn't believe it. I thought Nairo Breweries was just a company producing beer.
We reluctantly, actually I remember we reluctantly traveled to Kampala. We were anxious to find and prove whether that scholarship was very true. And again, in the mind, we were somehow doubting whether it was true. But finally, when we reached Nairo Breweries, one thing that quickly gave me a clue that this could be something true was we found other pupils, people that had finished their P7, and then their parents And when we asked them, they told us they had come from several districts in the country, and they had also been called by Nile breweries, that they had also been given a scholarship
to study from senior 1 to senior 6 in one of the best schools in Uganda.
Finally, the minute came when we were gathered in a hall that we had the announcement, a presentation by Onapito, when he was finally announcing that they had selected 10 students from 10 districts. And he emphasized this, that the selection was done without prior digging down to find out exactly what these people were and where they were coming from, but they just considered the performance of those students. They picked the best students in the districts that grow sorghum, because sorghum is one of the raw materials they use when they are making beer. They wanted to sponsor the students from those districts so that it can act as a reward to the farmers in those districts. I remember escorting him to Uganda Matters Namugongo.
One of the first schools in the country. Who is me to take a child there? I had never even thought of taking one of my children to such expensive schools. All of my children studied in third world schools. That's what I'm capable of doing.
They had told us that all we have to do is to buy for him the basics. They had provided most of the other basics like the mattresses, the bed covers and all other things.
When I get to the school was good. I never knew anything about the school, Uganda Matters in Namugongo. But when I go to the school, I appreciated it from the first sight.
And I knew Agaba wouldn't disappoint me. I always tell him that Agaba, by going there, really the scholarship is God-given, because for me, I believe in God. So Agaba, a pride of the family, he goes to first world schools.
Of course, education was the best I have ever gotten from the beginning, from primary 1, primary 7. Now this is secondary. It is the best education I have ever gotten, and I think will always be the best forever.
Senior 1, senior 2, I would always check on him, asking the teachers how he's performing. They would give me encouraging results. Then finally now, senior 4 comes.
I sit for my UNEB examinations, of course, with the other ambition that I have to be the best. I pray before every paper, I pray. Towards the paper, I pray. After the paper, I pray. A message came. I even failed to count because the sticks were very many. Ones, distinction ones were many.
I rang him. How did he score? 18-8. I could not believe it. 18-8, he has done it again.
God had made it for the next time. I knew my path to victory was actually midway.
All along I would ask him, now since the company intervened and they really helped me, after senior 4, what will happen? And again, I confirmed that the Nile Breweries again is continuing the scholarship up to senior 6. I'm really very happy. The stepping in of Nile Breweries released the pressure on me. It helps me to help the sisters of Agaba and the brothers as I push on. I thank God for that company, for what they have done and for what they are doing. Really, I could not believe that they can do it. But now they have done it. And what I can say as a pastor, I say God bless them and really prosper them.
I thank Nile Breweries Limited for the help they are giving us, because actually they are enabling me to reach my destiny.